I want to know something. What are you even doing watching a review of this game? Why ain't you gone out and bought it yet? You've got to be playing this shit, man. It's that good. Man, oh bloody man, Sonic Mania. This game is seriously something special. Like, when I think about the amount of love juice that must have gone into this game, the only thing that pops into my head is like the entire of Sega's staff crowding round, having a bukkake party all over Christian Whitehead. But seriously, this game is fucking brilliant. See, because I'm one of those saddos that always goes back on a regular basis to play Sonic 2. Because that shit is one of my favourite games in history of ever and shit, bruv. But now, I don't need to do that no more. This game has set the bar so high, not only for Sonic games, but remakes and passion projects in general. So, let's go over what they've done. At first glance, it looks like any of the other old Sonic games that's been out on the Mega Drive. But first glances are wrong, bruv. Literally, everything on the screen has been redone and revamped. All the colours have been changed, all the sprites have been redrawn, all the animations now are in 60 frames a second, all the backgrounds have been redrawn and reanimated and everything. There's more layers to it. Everything just looks beautiful and crisp, and it all runs so smooth. And for all you old fogies like me, they've even included a setting in the options so you can change the way your screen looks so it looks like an old CRT telly. Isn't that nice? They've managed to get into all the animations and all the sprites and work them so good that now they can even sort of tell stories, and they've made cutscenes out of the characters now. Like, there's no voice acting, there's no talking, but there's so much animation gone into all the characters now that you can tell what they're doing, you can tell what they mean. Like, the message is being conveyed properly through the animations, and you don't need any text or voiceovers or anything to tell the story that they try and tell. It sort of reminds me of old, like, Saturday morning cartoons, but nothing is quite as perfect as the intro animation. As weird as this statement might sound, just bear with me, but Sonic Mania feels like a Sonic game. Right, before you all start putting in the comments, "Oh, you fucking idiot, well obviously it's like a Sonic game because it's Sonic, innit?" You need to go and play some of the more recent shit that they've brought out from Sonic, especially their poor attempts at making an old school Sonic game. Like, you got Sonic 4, which was just dog shit in every regard, and then you got Sonic Generations, which was a good attempt, but it just weren't quite there. This game, on the other hand, just feels like it's the same Sonic that you played back in the day on the Mega Drive. And boy, does it feel good having the original physics of Sonic back, like the way he rolls, the speed, everything. Just having that original feeling back just makes this game a step above the more recent stuff. To complement the feeling of the gameplay being so good, you've got some of the best level design I personally have ever seen in a Sonic game. Each zone now is about the length of, say, Act 1 and Act 2 of a Sonic 2 level. And all the levels are taken from, well, not all of them, but most of the levels have been taken from other previous Sonic games. So you've got levels from Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and Sonic CD. And on top of that, you've also got 4 brand new levels that they've made completely from the ground up. Each of these zones has the usual 2 acts, with the first act being quite familiar. It'll start the level thinking, oh, I've played this, I know this level, and then soon enough things will just start changing and everything will just start opening up. You get new lanes, you've got like the upper lane, the middle lane, the lower lane now. All the backgrounds will change, the mechanics even are different in the levels now. So yeah, the first level is like familiar ground, so you'll be playing levels, even though they are different and they are a bit longer, they still feel familiar to what you know. But then you get Zone 2. Now these are the best levels in the game, because these now are where the developers have just gone crazy and just tried whatever they wanted to try. They've remixed the old stages so they feel brand new. Obviously they look kind of similar, but you've just got all these new elements that have been put in the level that weren't there before that completely change the dynamic. And this Sonic game also has one of the best new mechanics to ever grace a Sonic game in recent years, and that is the drop dash. It's basically a spin dash, but instead of you having to press down, boost yourself up and then go, or like do like a super peel out where you do the same thing, this time now you just hold down the jump button after you've jumped and you spin up in the air. So as soon as you touch the floor, bang, you're off. And this just makes the flow of playing the game just so much quicker, because now you can start spin dashes from a jump or from a ramp or anything. You can just keep the momentum going and going and going from the start of the level to the finish. And I can't believe that this is the first time this has been introduced into a Sonic game, because now when I play it, this is an essential move for me. I'll find it hard going back to the original playing Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 because they just don't have that feature there. One of the best things you're going to find in this game, and if you don't agree, I don't know, there must be something wrong with your fucking ears or something, but the music in this game is unbelievable. All written and produced by fellow YouTuber T-Lopes. Check his channel out because he has all sorts of remixes from all old Sonic games and old school games and stuff, but he's meticulously remade all the original songs so they sound like the song you know, but not coming from the limited sound chip that the Mega Drive had. So it's like if they was to make the song now with everything they had, this is what it'd sound like. But the best tunes are saved for Zone 2 again, for the remix levels, because not only are the levels remixed, so is the song from stage 1. And boy, some of these remixes are just so fucking good. But here, take a listen. These remixes are too good, bruv. The music as well goes perfectly with the speed of the gameplay now. The momentum of the music is quick, the gameplay is quick, so it all just molds together. It just becomes this, like, I don't know, like a fucking organism or something, just like working in tandem with each other, like that one can't be there without the other. Oh man, the music is just so good. So, Sonic Mania gives you 3 different characters, but 4 different ways to play. So you can have the standard Sonic and Tails, you can play as Sonic on his own, Tails on his own, or you can play as Knuckles. And every time you pick one of these characters, it changes the way that the story is told to you. So you start the game with Sonic, you've got Sonic standing on the top of the plane while Tails drives. Start the game as Tails, you're Tails on top of the thing while Sonic drives. If you pick Knuckles, you're not even on a plane, you're sitting there plotting in the woods somewhere, just having a sleep, and then you get woken up by all this noise. So yeah, each character has its own little storyline. Well, the storyline stays the same, but just the way that it's told changes depending on who you pick to play with. As well as that, each character brings their own skills to the game. So obviously you've got Sonic with his new drop dash, then you've got Tails, he can fly, then you've got Knuckles, he can glide. It's the same old things as back in the day. But now, all of the characters can use the power-ups that used to be in Sonic 3. So you've got the Flame Shield, Water Shield, Electric Shield, and they be used by all the characters now. But another cool thing that they've added with the power-ups is they affect the environment now. So did you ever play in Sonic 2, get to Oil Ocean level and think, I wonder what would happen if I set fire to all this oil? Well, now you fucking can, because if you get the flame shield, the whole fucking place just goes up in flames. So now not only are you running fast through the fucking level and with all this momentum and remixes and shit, now you can burn the shit as well. I think that's fucking cool. The Blue Sphere bonus stage makes a return. Whether or not you like this, some people like it, some people don't. I thought it weren't too bad, but personally for this game, I feel like they've made it a lot harder. It does feel harder, it feels faster as well. And the made it so the bonus stages are more like puzzles now. They're not straightforward. There's a lot more jumping and thinking involved in trying to beat these levels. Beating these levels unlocks you coins, which then unlock other things. The more coins you get, the more stuff you unlock. They're just, a lot of them are like cosmetic things, but like you can unlock things like super peel out from Sonic CD, and this is all through the bonus stages that you unlock these coins and then unlock the next stage onto it. They've also made a new special stage, which sort of looks like the special stage from Sonic CD, but it's not. The idea here is you've got to catch this UFO. It's really cool. It looks like it's a Sega Saturn game and everything. It's mad. But you've got to chase after this UFO that's got a Chaos Emerald. The way you do that is you've got blue balls everywhere, and then you've got rings scattered around this level. So the blue balls, they give you speed so you can get fast to it, but then the rings extend your time. So you need to think to yourself, should I get faster? Do I need more time? It's all strategy, and they get harder and harder as they go on. And all these modes, they all unlock things. So if you get all the Chaos Emeralds, you unlock the true ending to the game, and just all other stuff to just make it so you just want to keep playing and playing and playing until you unlock everything. There's a time trial mode that you can play, so if you want to beat your time, I suppose, you can do that. And 2-player makes a return from Sonic 2. I remember playing that back in the day, bruv. I like that shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's back, it's top and bottom, racing from left to right like it used to be, and it still even keeps the fucking stretched image where it's two things, but you don't get that horrible slowdown that you used to have on the Mega Drive. That's gone. This is smooth as butter, 60 frames a second, lovely. This has got to be one of the best gaming experiences I've had in a long time. The game is just chock full of content. It's got tons of replay value, and not being funny, but this game just completely exceeded my expectations. I mean, I was excited for this game, but playing the real thing to seeing a couple trailers of other people playing it is just a world of difference. Like, this game to me is pretty much perfect. But then I must say, if you're not a Sonic fan already, I don't think this game will change your mind. I mean, it might. It's the best Sonic game going, but if you didn't like Sonic originally back in the day, I don't really think this is going to do much to change your mind about it. But at the same time, you could be one of these newer Sonic fans that didn't grow up with the 2D games and that only played the 3D games. This is your chance to play Sonic how Sonic was supposed to be played. And with all that said, I can't give this game enough praise. Just go out and buy it. Do you know what I mean? And it's not even expensive. I'd have paid full price for this game. I'd have paid the £50 for a box copy of this game, but they're selling it for $15.99 on the PlayStation Store. I think it must be the same on Xbox and wherever else you want to buy it, but fuck me, for that kind of money, you've got to be mad not to buy this game. So that was a quick look at Sonic Mania. Put what you think in the comments below. You playing this game? Let me know. If you ain't already subscribed, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.